So as I continue my journey to learn Battle for Naboo, I became a little uncertain about which strategy was optimal for the level disruption of Comm 4, so I booted up Cheat Engine to find out. So just to avoid any confusion for anyone who's not familiar with the speedrunning strategies, the intended route has you destroying 3 shield generating satellites to lower the shields. In this video, I'm looking at the current speedrunning strategy which skips the shield generators. Also note that this video is for any percent conditions. If you're doing fully upgraded conditions, the strategies will be very different. Here we can see that the shield has 1000 HP, the lasers do 15 damage, and the missiles do 120 damage. Note that it doesn't seem possible to damage the satellite while the shields are still visible. Then, after the shield HP has been completely lowered, we perform the current speedrunning strategy where we fly out of render distance, and when we return to render distance, the shields have disappeared. Now it seemed that shooting the missile turrets was a weak spot, and as can be seen here, when the turret's destroyed, the satellite loses 500 HP. So looking at Cheat Engine, to destroy the turrets, it takes 14 lasers, which is equal to 210 damage, or 2 missiles, which is equal to 240 damage, or 1 missile and 6 lasers, which is equal to 210 damage. So clearly spending 210 damage to take out a turret, which results in negative 500 HP to the satellite, is more efficient. Note that I also tried shooting different areas of the satellite to see if there were any other weak spots, but the damage seemed pretty consistent everywhere that I shot. So the next thing to check is whether it's better to rely on laser DPS versus ditching to respawn missiles. Here we can estimate the laser DPS. I counted about 64 damage per second. This shows that the death animation takes about 6 seconds, which is about 400 potential laser damage, which is lost during a death. But because you gain 1200 damage worth of missiles, it's definitely worth ditching to reset the missiles. Interestingly, I also noticed that the communication satellite gets destroyed at 249 HP instead of 0. So practically, it really has 4750 HP instead of having 5000. Also note that the wingmen do a few hundred damage by themselves, so there's a little leeway in all of these calculations. So putting it all together, this is what seems most optimal to me. Start with the laser and brake buttons held down, shoot 6 missiles and laser constantly for 5 seconds before turning around. Boost away from the satellite for 3 seconds before turning around again. You can use the orange wedge on the radar to help with the alignment. Boost towards the satellite with lasers held down. If you're lucky, you'll get hits before the satellite is even in render distance, which is shown by the explosion animations. When the satellite renders, target the top middle turret with lasers, and when you see the auto-aim engaging the turret, fire 1 missile. Do the same for the top left turret. Fly lower while still lasering the structure, and then kill the lower middle and the lower left turret, and then crash. Now in the same way, kill the last 2 turrets and unload all the missiles. Hopefully this has been helpful to someone, and thanks for watching the video.